The WM Phoenix Open is just around the corner, but the greatest and rowdiest show on grass was hit with a lawsuit today.
It's a story that you'll only see on 12 News. The I-Team's Craig Harris is here with the details. Craig?
Good evening, Mark and Creeby. Well, there was rain, there were muddy conditions, and massive alcohol-fueled crowds at the 2024 golf event. Now, a former fan who slipped and was severely injured wants millions in damages. The Waste Management Phoenix Open is often called the People's Open. 2 years ago, things got out of hand. Officials had to close gates and cut off alcohol sales. They even issued a public apology for the problems.
I was in town for the tournament. Great event. I always loved going to it over the years.
That's Liam O'Hagan. In college, he was the starting quarterback at Harvard. Today, he's a 40-year-old banker who lives in Tennessee. He's suing the Thunderbirds, the longtime tournament host, as well as the PGA Tour, the TPC of Scottsdale, and Pro-Am operations. He claims they are responsible for his fall on February 10, 2024. He had flown into town for the golf tournament that day and met a friend. They headed to the 16th hole. His lawsuit filed in federal court says he was routed through the muddied corridor near the hole. O'Hagan then slipped and slid down a trodden path. On impact, his right ankle cracked against the buffer edge of the set pebble pathway.
The conditions were, really dangerous, so I went down pretty hard. And, to sustain the injury like that, it is never what you're looking for.
To make matters worse, others mocked him and jeered him for falling, according to the suit. O'Hagan needed surgery that included screws and a stabilizing plate to realign the fractured bone fragments. 2 years later, the pain remains.
So physically, I'm a mess. I've kind of overwhelmed a lot with certain things. I get exhausted trying to do these things that I used to. There are days where I, have a tough time, getting up to help around the house or help my wife do things. That takes a toll on all of us.
Christine Jones is representing O'Hagan. She once ran for governor. They say they want to hold the event organizers responsible.
What we're looking for is accountability.
All the defendants either had no comment or could not be reached today. This year's tournament begins next week at TPC Scottsdale. I'm Craig Harris, 12 News.
All right, Craig, thank you.